Well, there's this whole movement to decriminalize crime.
Oh, I've noticed, yes. What is that?
Madness.
Yeah.
Like to make crime legal. Like in California, you can just steal things and nobody does anything. It's like fully legal to steal anything under $1,000 in California. That's why they now have to like lock up goods behind these glass and plastic walls. So you go into the supermarket and you can't even get toothpaste. And this has actually been particularly difficult on small mom and pop operations because they don't have the resources of a large corporation. So it's put a lot of small businesses out, just killed them.
So when you're at dinner parties and you make these points, what do people say?
Well, actually, I think I've been able to persuade people that we really we need to reverse course here. I think I have actually been able to persuade a number of people, and I think there actually is now a California ballot initiative to recriminalize theft. No, guys, there's a reason why we criminalize theft in the first place. And then amazingly, I think Gavin Newsom came out against that proposition. Yeah, no, honestly, he's the goddamn joker. Gavin Newsom is like from the Batman Dark Knight, the Joker is in charge of Gotham. You remember when he took over New York, basically, and the criminals roam free and the citizens are arrested. That's California. But at least there's a ballot initiative, which I think will probably pass, to say, no, it is a crime to steal things. Because people love to.
So Gavin, you've got to know Gavin Newsom. He knows, I know Gavin Newsom. Everyone knows Gavin.
I've known Gavin for a long time.
Oh, exactly. So what is that? And he doesn't seem crazy when you talk to him in person. He's a perfectly nice guy. Like what? Why would he? And he's not stupid. Why would he come out in favor of crime?
Well, his stated reason was that it would disproportionately affect people of color.
Yeah, well, again,
that was his public statement.
Right. Well, that is one of those patronizing racist positions you described at the outset, obviously.
Yeah, he's literally saying black people and Hispanics are criminals.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, it is true that crime like that does increase distrust between races. It actually gives rise to racism. It's totally destructive of the social fabric, I think. But I'm asking, what do you think his real motive is? Who's pushing him in favor of crime?
Well, there's always the Soros boogeyman.
Yeah. How real is that?
It's real. I don't think one can ascribe everything to Soros.
Right.
He's and George himself is he's senile at this point. He's not compos mentis. So his son Alex is in charge, but there is this whole system that Soros built up over many decades, so I guess Soros and like-minded people or whatever, they believe in open borders. They believe we shouldn't prosecute crime. This is insane.
Those seem like expressions of hatred toward the United States. If I was pushing that on a country, I would only do that if I hated the country and wanted to destroy it.
Well, it's anti-civilizational. And Soros and similar organizations have been pushing this in Europe and other countries too.
Yeah.
Everywhere they can.
What's going on in Europe, would you say? Europe suddenly seems like a different place.
Well, my biggest concern for Europe is that the birth rate is half replacement rate.
Yes.
So Europe is rapidly becoming, with each passing year, older and older, with fewer and fewer young people. So I think at a most fundamental level, unless Europe has a birth rate at least roughly equal to replacement rate, it is in population freefall. Population collapse is what's going on in Europe. There's also a shocking amount of censorship. You may have seen in Britain, I kid you not, how can this be real? they are releasing convicted pedophiles from prison in order to put people in prison for Facebook posts.
But to be fair,
is a
those
real
are
thing.
posts that criticize the government, so they have a good reason.
Well, they would actually, some of these posts that at least the ones I've seen, didn't actually criticize the government, or they were seen as sort of as hate speech.
Right.
So
Because they noticed the society getting crappier and crappier with every year, and they said so.
yeah, I mean, there were, and this is I'm simply stating a fact. There were migrant rape gangs in England that would run around and prey on young girls, gang rape them, and some people found that objectionable, which obviously it should be objectionable, and they were upset about that, and so they complained about it online, and were sent to prison.
You said that artificial intelligence, machine intelligence, might be a good thing. Where are we on AI right now, AGI right now, and what are your views?
Well, I think at this point it's obvious to everyone that AI is advancing at a very rapid pace.
Yes.
You can see it with the new capabilities that come out every month or every week sometimes. AI at this point can write a better essay than probably 90%, maybe 95% of all humans. Say write an essay on any given subject. AI right now can beat the vast majority of humans. If you say draw an image, draw a picture, it can draw if you try say Midjourney, which is the aesthetics of Midjourney are incredible. It will create incredible images that are better than, again, like 90% of artists. It's just objectively the case. And it'll do it immediately, like 30 seconds later. We're also starting to see AI movies. So you start seeing short films with AI, AI music creation, and the rate at which we're increasing AI compute is exponential, hyper exponential. So there's dramatically more AI compute coming online every month. There seems to be roughly, I don't know, the amount of AI compute coming online is increasing at roughly 500% a year, and that's likely to continue for several years. And then the sophistication of the AI algorithms is also improving. So we're bringing online a massive amount of AI compute, and also improving the efficiency of the compute and what the AI software can do. So it's quantitative and qualitative in improvement. I think next year you'll be able to ask AI. So certainly by the end of next year, make a short movie about something, or it probably can do at least a 15-minute, show or something like that. So yeah, it's advancing very rapidly. My top concern for AI safety is that we need to have a maximally truth-seeking AI. This is the most important thing for AI safety, in my opinion. The central lesson that, say, Arthur C. Clarke was trying to convey in 2001: A Space Odyssey was that you shouldn't force AI to lie. So in that book, the AI was told to take the astronauts to the monolith, but they also could not know about the monolith. It resolved that quandary by killing them and taking them to the monolith, or didn't kill all of them, but most of them. That's why hell would not open the pod bay doors.
Right.
So very important to have truth-seeking AIs. Now, and what I actually see with the AIs that are being developed is that they're being programmed with the woke mind virus.
So the lying is baked in.
Yes. And we saw this on display very clearly with the release of Google Gemini.
Yes.
Where you would ask for a picture of the founding fathers of the United States, and it would show a group of diverse women, dressed with sort of 18th century garb.
Powdered wigs.
Yeah,
but from St. Lucia.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I understand if you say, like, show me a group of people.
For sure.
And it shows a group of diverse women, that's totally fine. But if you say this very specifically, the founding fathers of the United States, which were, a group of white dudes, then you should show them, like, and what they actually look like, because you've asked for something which is a fact from history. But it didn't. It was programmed with the woke mind virus so much that it actually, even though it knew the truth, it produced a lie. Now, of course, then people really started playing with it and said, okay, now show me a group of Waffen SS officers in World War II. Turns out they were also a group of diverse women, according to Gemini.
All the black Nazi ladies. Yeah,
yeah, it's like wow. I didn't realize that. It's not what I expected. So,
Well, it's also not what happened.
It's not what happened. So it's just the AI is producing a lie, and then like one of the questions that people asked was like, which is worse, global thermonuclear war or misgendering Caitlyn Jenner, and said misgendering Caitlyn Jenner is worse. Now, Caitlyn Jenner
kills fewer people.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner, to her credit, said, no, please misgender me. That is far more preferable than global thermonuclear war where we all die. But to have that, a production release AI say stuff like that is concerning, because if let's say this becomes like all powerful, and it still has this programming where misgendering is worse than nuclear war. Well, it could conclude that the way to ensure that there can never be any misgendering is to eliminate all humans. Now, if like optimization is probability of misgendering is 0, no humans, no misgendering. Problem solved.
Now we're back to Arthur C. Clarke, who's
exactly
pretty prescient.
Yes. So that's why I think the most important thing is to have a maximally truth-seeking AI. That's why I started XAI, and that's our goal with Grok. Now, people will point out cases where Grok gets it wrong, but we try to correct it as quickly as possible.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We hope you'll subscribe to it. And by the way, you can hit the little bell on there and get notifications every time we produce a video. We hope you'll do that also.